Ricky Thornton Jr. took the blame for the contact and incident between him and Ethan Dotson that saw Dotson get sidelined from the race after the two were racing for the lead down in the World of Outlaws late model series at Volusia Speedway Park last night. Ricky Thornton Jr. drew the two pills, started on the outside row, was able to perform an excellent move to get around Garrett Alberson and take the lead, which is paramount down there at Volusia because track position is so key and all of the aero and everything that happens on these bigger tracks with these cars. And Ricky Thornton Jr., though, made a mistake. He said that was not what he needed to do. He needed to make no mistakes as a driver, but he made a little bit of a mistake, got up and over the cushion going into turn 2. Ethan Dotson tried to take advantage of it and go underneath of him. Unfortunately, as Ricky Thornton Jr. was correcting the car to come back down onto the kind of racing groove, he made contact with Ethan Dotson, and I think it cut down one of Dotson's tires and then did suspension damage to the car as well. It also did suspension damage to Ricky Thornton Jr., but he was able to salvage a third-place finish. Did a really good job kind of holding off Devin Moran and Jonathan Davenport and keeping that car in third place despite the suspension damage that he suffered. But here is what happened on the track. Now, obviously, we're seeing Ricky Thornton Jr. right here. He kind of gets up and over a little bit right there. Dotson comes in. Ricky kind of tries to bring it down. Dotson's there, and they hit, and Dotson would come to a stop on the backstretch right there. So that is what happened. We can take another look at it right here. So here it goes. Ricky going into turns 1. He gets a little bit up and over there, tries to bring it back down. Dotson comes in, makes contact, and that was it. So my initial reaction was it was a racing deal. I didn't really think that anyone was really to blame. Obviously, Ricky made a mistake, but he was trying to correct it, and Dotson just happened to be in the space where Ricky was, and that's just what it was. But Ricky put the blame on himself. He posted this over on Facebook. He says, got the right front early in the race, getting into the wall, then later got over the cushion, came back down and got Ethan. Super sorry to those guys. We'd much rather race it out than something like that happen. Had big-time left front damage after that, but was able to hang on to third. Congrats to Devin on his win and JD on second. One more night to go. Big-time Gator hunt on the line. We will do our best to clean the mistakes up and put this thing back in victory lane. He is currently leading the big Gator points. But so obviously you can see here he is taking the blame, saying that he got over the cushion, came back down, and got Ethan, and then he apologized, saying super sorry to those guys. He made similar comments in his post-race interview with Hannah Newhouse of Dirt Vision. Let's take a listen here to what he had to say.
Take me through going over the cushion, that contact with Ethan, and then essentially trying to hold on the rest of the race here at Volusia.
Yeah, no, I just screwed up about lap 5 and hit the front straightaway wall. I stayed on the curb and got in the wall and kind of killed the right front. And I was hanging on, got over the curb, got back under the curb, and Ethan was there. It was all my fault. It sucks to knocked him out of the race. It's unfortunate. Luckily, I was able to keep going, but I don't know, it was a handful after that, and I knew it was kind of just a sit and duck. I knew Devin and JD were going to be better than I was at that point, and just trying to hang on, and luckily we didn't have any more yellows. I think it was harder steering under yellow than it was under green. It towed out about 5 inches, so it sucks, but got to thank all the guys at Colin Motorsports. We put a bunch of new front parts on for tomorrow, and I think we'll be...
So there you go. You can hear that he does take the blame there as well, after saying that he came down and hit him. So again, I thought it was kind of more of a racing deal. Obviously, he made the mistake going up there, but at the same time, like, he's trying to bring it back down. I think Dotson would assume that he's going to be trying to come back down, and so he kind of went in there too. And they were racing for that same space because he wanted that groove, because that kind of top groove was the best groove, I think, at that point. And They hit each other. So I thought it was just kind of a racing deal. I didn't really think anyone was to blame. Obviously, I know Ricky made the mistake, but with the contact there, I didn't really think that it was his fault. I thought that was just kind of a racing deal. He was trying to correct the mistake, and then Ethan was trying to take advantage of the mistake, and they were both going for that same spot. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below. Do you think Ricky was at fault? He's saying he was at fault, so hard to contradict him there, but that was my initial kind of look at it, and it is still kind of my perspective, even with him saying that it was his fault and he apologized. But let me know what you guys make of this. Let me know in the comments below.